Oh, look at that. So I used this photo for the promotional reminder that I was going to be going live today. And Lorianne said, oof, I hope that wasn't your car. It was my car, and I was in it. And my husband was driving. We had been for a forest walk. So there is this really, really cool forest up the road from us, very, very close. And it's full of eucalyptus trees. And when you walk in there and you just take a big, deep breath, you literally feel like you've had some eucalyptus infusion. It's really quite lovely. Anyway, walking through the forest, had a lovely 1.5-hour walk, went back to our car, driving home. On the regular route, as we were driving, I was looking down at my phone, guilty, but not driving. My husband was driving, looking down at my phone, and my husband said, what in the heck is that guy doing? And it was just kind of like, what in the heck is that guy doing? On the word doing, the gentleman had picked up a stone the size of my fist. It wasn't a stone, it was a rock, solid big rock. Picked it up and whipped it at our windshield as we were driving. So my husband reacted super amazingly quickly and steadfastly, got us off the road really quickly and parked. And then we were watching in our rear view mirror. You never get out of your car. You stay in your car and keep the doors locked. But to watch where this gentleman was going and what was he going to do next. So watching him in the rear view mirror, he just kept walking away from us. So as we were going this way, he was walking this way, picked up the stone and lobbed it at us, smashed our windshield. So why our car? Why us? Why did this guy throw it at our car? What's going on there? The short story is that the gentleman is having some mental health issues. He was seen later in the day wandering around the same road. So why I wanted to share this story with you is because we were just like, oh my gosh, whoa, we were shocked, not upset. I mean, yeah, upset, but it's a windshield and we're fine. So windshield since been replaced. This happened on Sunday morning, around 11 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in there. The why of it started getting to me later in the day and in the evening. And when I woke up in the morning, it hit me that this incident is a reflection of the energy that both my husband and I are in at the moment. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now that's really quite difficult for us. So our response is to speak and feel really negatively, really almost like we want to go to war, go to battle, defend ourselves. So when I'm sitting there thinking about it the next morning over my cup of coffee, my husband comes home after work that day, and I sat and I talked with him about it and said, you know what? That incident with this rock at our car, and that we weren't hurt, and it could have been way worse than it was, right? It could have hurt us. We could have had shards in our eyes. We didn't. I'm kind of surprised. I'm grateful, kind of surprised. I take that as a reminder and an awareness opportunity that what I'm putting out there right now is flying back at me. And it's destructive. And if I want to be in a place of safety, then I have to remember that the thoughts that create my feelings, and my feelings which then support my thoughts, that cycle, the loop, the feeling and thinking loop, is in a place that's not healthy right now. And maybe it's time to recalibrate and think, what can I think here instead? So instead of feeling like we need to go to battle, we spoke about it this morning, we need to feel supported, which means we need to support ourselves. So it puts clearly the onus on us for putting out a proper energy that's better, healthier, and comes from a place not of fear, but of love and concern for ourselves. So that incident with the glass and the windshield and the smashing was, I think, honestly, the energy coming back to give me what I've been putting out, and as well as my husband. We were in there together. And it's a really good reminder to just recalibrate. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to recalibrate here. So anyway, I wanted to share this story with you guys just because I think it's a real life example of the awareness that I talk about all the time. So, I mean, cognitively, we can be aware. Like, I knew we were in a funk, and I knew we were angry, and I know this is going on. No shocker there. It's all not news to me. What I had not pulled into my awareness was how desperately low the energy was getting in and around us. And that energy attracted more of the same. And I take that as a reminder for not just cognitive awareness, but emotional awareness. It's important. Sometimes I'm not sure that it's always our energy that attracts this. It may just be being at the wrong time in the wrong place. I think part of that is true. I do think our energy plays a lot into it. The wrong time, wrong place is sometimes a defense mechanism that we employ to remind ourselves that we're innocent here. I didn't do anything to provoke that gentleman, obviously. Don't know who he is. Didn't see him. I was looking down at my phone. I didn't even see the guy. So for me to say my energy provoked him, that's not what I mean. However, in a world where we are all connected energetically, why did he throw it at our car, not the car in front of us? There is, I think, a role of where our energy connects with everything all the time. And I honestly think the universe speaks through incidents and reminders. And it gives us an opportunity to recalibrate. So I do believe in this case that the energy that we were pumping out had reached a point where the universe wanted to give us an opportunity to become aware of that. And it was violence, but it was also about mental aptitude, disposition, which is something that we could consider. And that while we were affected, we weren't hurt. So I'm going to pay attention to this before it gets to the point of hurt. I do think wrong place, wrong time sentiment is self-preservationist, to remind us that we didn't do anything to provoke it actively. But I think energetically, we participate in a lot of things that happen around us. And it's not a blame thing. I'm not saying I blame my energy for doing this. I blame his energy for doing it. It's not a blame thing. It's an assertion that I realize how connected we are and the effect that my energy and my choices have in my own world. And I'm very aware of that. So I think given the last, the summer's frustrations, then coming here to this, I think it was a reminder for me. I genuinely do. It's not a blame game. It's an acknowledgement. That's where I am with it anyway.